But we have concentrated everywhere in the world. Why not in Australia?
Is the movement fairly strong in Australia?
Huh? No, not strong or weak. We are preaching our mission, and somebody who are intelligent, they're coming and joining, that's all.
Do you think your presence...
Just like a businessman goes everywhere. It is not that he has to find out particular customer in a particular place. He goes everywhere. Similarly, we go everywhere. If anyone is intelligent, if he is in need, he come to Krishna consciousness, that's all.
Do you think your presence in Australia will make a difference to the movement here?
I don't find any difference. What is the difference? I find the same human being, same man, same woman, same trees, same street, same motor car. What is the difference? You have simply made a demarcation, this is Australia. But we see everything in land of Krishna, that's all.
I, you, every one of us, we had the trouble at the time of death, at the time of birth and death. We are living entities. We are living soul. Birth and death takes place of this body. The body takes birth, and the body is vanquished. Death means sleeping for 7 months, that's all. That is death. The soul is, when this body is unfit for living, the soul gives us this body, and by superior arrangement, the soul is put again into the womb of a particular type of mother, and the soul develops that particular type of body. Up to 7 months, the soul remains unconscious, and when the body is developed, again consciousness comes, and the child wants to come out of the womb, and he moves. Every mother has experienced how the child moves at the age of 7 months within the womb. So it is a great science how the soul, living soul, is in contact with this material body, and how he is transmigrating from one body to another. The example is given just like Vasangsi Jinnani Jatha Vihaya. We are just like when the garment or satin coat becomes too old, we give it up and we accept another satin coat. Similarly, I, you, every one of us, we are spirit soul. We are given a type of body and satin coat by the arrangement of material nature. Prakite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvas. That particular body is given to us for our particular type of standard of living. Just like you, European, American, Australian. You have got a particular type, and you are given the opportunity, a particular standard of living. Just if some Indian comes to your European, American, Australian cities, just like your Melbourne city, I was just speaking to my students, if any Indian comes, that they will be surprised with this standard of living. I'm suffering. Why have to accept birth? Why have to accept death? Why have to accept disease? Why have to accept old age? These are the problems. These are the problems, and these problems can be solved in human form of life, not in the life of cats and dogs. They can. So, our only request is that you make your life successful, come to the real understanding of your existence, and this is possible simply by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
7 planetary systems, do they correspond to the 7 colors and the 7 jewels of the yogi?
No, there is 7 planetary systems over us and 7 planetary systems down us. Therefore, this universe is called Chaturdash Bhuvan. 14 planetary systems. This is called Bhulok. Above this there is Bhuborlok. Above that there is Janalok. Above that there is Moholok. Above that there is Satyalok. Above that there is Brahmalok, the highest planetary system. Similarly, down also we have got Tal, Atal, Talatal, Nital, Patal, Rasatal. This information we get from Vedic literature. 14 worlds. Each and every universe is consisting of these 14 planetary systems. And there are innumerable universes. That we also get information from Brahma Samhita. Jasya prabha prabhavatu jagadanda koti. Jagadanda koti. Jagadanda means this universe is a big, I mean to say, volume, just like pond of egg. Everything, every planet is just like egg. This Brahmanda, this universe is also like egg. So there are many millions of Jagadanda. And in each and every Jagadanda, Kotishu Vasudhadi Vibhuti Bhinnam, there are innumerable planets also. So these are the information we get from Vedic literature. If you like, you can accept. If you don't like, you can reject. That is up to you. Yes.
Prabhupada, PA 7-72.
Flowers are good. Put them in place right away. The camera's rolling. No.
No,
Put them in place.
just one behind Prabhupada, only one.
Do this quickly, please.
Sudhishwara?
Yes.
Only one.
Exactly. That's fine. You may begin, Prabhupada.
So, I shall speak on Bhagavad Gita as it is. The purpose of saying Bhagavad Gita as it is explained that there are many editions of Bhagavad Gita. They have interpreted in their own way, giving up the spirit of Bhagavad Gita. So this particular name, as it is, significant. Perhaps there is no other edition of Bhagavad Gita where it is written as it is. In this connection, Professor Dimmock of Chicago University has written a foreword, and he very much appreciates the theme. He says, Swami Bhaktivedanta comments upon the Gita from this point of view, and that is legitimate. She accepts that Bhagavad Gita as it is legitimate presentation of the great book of knowledge. And he also says, more than that, in this translation, the Western reader has the unique opportunity of seeing how a Krishna devotee interprets his own text. So, about Krishna, the devotees actually can interpret about Krishna book. Others, if they are not devotee, how they can interpret on Krishna? Just like a member of a family can say very nicely about the head of the family, how outsiders can say about the family. That is not possible. Similarly, about Krishna, a Krishna devotee can speak nicely, not others. Others have no right to speak about Krishna. And Krishna also admits Arjuna as the right student of Bhagavad Gita. In the beginning, Krishna says that I have selected you as my student because you are my friend and you are my devotee. So, in other words, we can understand that Bhagavad Gita can be understood who has intimate relationship with Krishna. Just as Krishna says, you are my dear friend. That is intimate relationship with Krishna. And without becoming a devotee, nobody can be intimately related with Krishna. These are the factors to be understood. So, this Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,000 years ago to Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and the science of understanding God is there in this Bhagavad Gita. And Bhagavad Gita is the science of God. Everything has got some science, scientific book to understand that particular subject matter. Similarly, there are different types of concept of God. Generally, they take it as an idea, but we don't take it as idea. We take God as concrete fact. Just like you are seeing me, I am seeing you. This is concrete fact. Similarly, a God can be seen by you and God is already seeing you. There is no doubt about it. But you can see also God. So that process we have to understand, how to see God. That process is mentioned in all the Vedic scripture. That is called Bhakti Yoga, that process. Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktyamam abhijanati javan jasyami tattva. If anyone wants to know Krishna, what he is, then one has to accept the process of Bhakti Yoga. There are different types of yogas. Yoga means linking oneself with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, speculative yoga will not help us. You have to take concrete yoga. Concrete yoga is Krishna consciousness. So, we have given our introduction of the Bhagavad Gita that one has to understand Bhagavad Gita as it is directed in the Bhagavad Gita. There is direction. How to read Bhagavad Gita. People are reading Bhagavad Gita without taking the direction. This we have explained in the manner that if you take some medicine, there is some direction on the bottle, that this is the dose. You take so many drops, so many times, that is direction. Similarly, for understanding Bhagavad Gita actually, you have to accept the direction as given by the author himself, Krishna. He says that long ago, some 40 millions of years ago, he first spoke this Bhagavad Gita to the sun god. And sun god transmitted the knowledge to his son Manu. And Manu transmitted the knowledge to his son Ikhaku. Imang vivassati yugam prattavan aham abhayam. Vivashan manave praha manu Ikhaka vibravit. So, the Rajarshis, they are all kings. Manu is king, Maharaj Ikhaku is also king, and the sun god Vivashan, he is also king. He is the king of the sun planet, and his grandson Ikhaku became the king of this planet, Maharaj Ikhaku, and in this dynasty, which is known as Raghuvansha, Lord Ramchandra appeared. It is a very old monarchical family, Ikhaku Vansha, Raghuvansha. Vansha means family. So formally, the kings, the head of the administrative executive, they used to learn the thesis or the injunction given by God, because a king is
Conclude. What happened in the left?
no, you cannot do like that. Now I conclude here. That's all.
Actually, we should just change over. We can change those, we can pick up right there from